Howdy, y'all. How you doing? We just put everything on display. Don't need this starting soon thing.
No, we're already starting.
Yes, it is not starting soon. Howdy, y'all.
Breathe.
Are you okay, Hugo?
Howdy do. Welcome to Telia Quest.
Howdy ho!
Howdy how.
Mr. Hanky!
Don't forget to bring a towel.
That's Tolly.
Oh yeah, that's
Hey, you wanna get high? No, Tolly. Tolly.
Oh, Greymane, thank you so much for joining us and hosting the stream.
Wait, can I host? Yes, I can. I can host and watch this at the same time. Yes. Yes. My plan is coming together.
Thusk, they do have potions. They just forgot that they had potions.
I didn't know.
I had potions. Okay, I was down.
This is fair. So I do believe the fault lies in the paladin. All right. I hope the sound is all right.
Is it?
I don't know.
Oh, I'm gonna send the link to my friend.
I said I hope the sound is all right. I never said the sound was all right.
I hope so as well.
All right. So this was a bit of a jank start because I was rushing. Thank you, Dusk. I was rushing through this because I was the one that was late today. Unfortunately. Well, either way, it looks like we are starting this wonderful, wonderful session, our 21st session of TaliaQuest. And with me, I have the wonderful Spyro Proxy as Edward Brightblade, the Paladin. Say hello to... Don't interrupt me. The Tall, yes. Edward Brightblade, the Tall, Paladin.
And as Brom pointed out last session, Edward is the tall, yet we keep finding people who are taller than him.
You keep fighting Oni. That's what's happening.
What's up with it?
Well, Henry was not an Oni, and he was taller.
Henry's a freak of nature. So anyway, we also have
nature.
He was a freak of nature. Was.
How about
we killed him?
How about you guys
came to this island?
How about you guys shut the hell up so I can introduce the other player in the game? Greymane as Brom Brimstone. Welcome to the game.
Well, thank you, Hugo. It is a pleasure being here with you. I look forward for this session.
That's cool. All right. So, in our last session of TaliaQuest, you were looking for Master Owen, the young noble, the brother of Jennifer, your, I believe, best friend at this point. A 14-year-old girl, because, it's not creepy. Either way.
When you're adventurers, you can be picky.
Oh, all right. Either way, you began your search and you found a gentleman who found Owen's saddle. Unfortunately, the assassin Saito managed to nearly kill Brom and kill the man that found the saddle in the middle of town. So that meant you couldn't really fight without giving away your very wanted by the police faces away. You managed to escape barely, and you continued your search for Owen. After some uses of magic that didn't pan out and some careful investigation, you discovered that Owen was being held in a secret facility, a secret building inside one of the mountains to the north of Walgate. You went in, knocked out several of the guards rather than kill them and tie them up. That was quite good of you. And then you proceeded to murdering the other guards. Um,
In self-defense.
Indeed, in self-defense. And as you look for Owen, you encountered Black Henry, the supposed successful experiment and what Edward would have become had he remained in the cult. This hulking mass of black armor and apparently paladin powers used Edward's own sword against him. A battle ensued, a long and arduous battle, but before Brom was struck down, Edward managed to deliver the killing blow. While Brom was still unconscious, you walked into the room behind that Black Edward, Black Henry.
Yes. Dark Edward. Yes.
Yes,
Please.
Dark Edward. Dark Edward was is a reflection of your own heart, a black heart. Anyway, you went into the room and you discovered that Taliesin was in the process of administering some kind of magical ritual onto Owen. That you later found out he was trying to alter Owen's mind in some fashion. You stopped it, awakening Owen and forcing Taliesin to make a quick retreat with his magic. Very, very hurt, you waited for Brom to wake up. Brom, who is currently heavily wounded still, and you went and found a chest that you assumed had information on Talison's plan. Unfortunately, the chest was trapped, and you forcing it open caused it to explode, nearly killing you again, I believe. Um, but in the end, you survived, and you decided to head back to Owen's estate, the Riley Remington estate, and well, that is where we left off. So, Edward and Brom, you are making your way towards the estate. Anything you wish to do before you reach it?
Not
Well,
in
I
particular.
don't think so. Yeah.
All right. So, wounded and beaten, you make your way towards the estate. As you arrive, Owen steps forward, and he is the one that to greet the guards. This time around, he notices right away that the guards do look at you and focus on Edward and Brom as familiar faces that were not really welcomed in this place, but Owen seems to have a word with them, and they look at each other and they do step aside. However, once you go in, Owen does say, "They're gonna blabber to my father, even if I told them not to. So, uh, let's take care of what business we have here, and if he shows up, let me handle him."
All right.
Okay, Owen. We're putting our faith in you.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll do
But
my
if he does
best.
come, we have, different personas that we have been using since we got here.
Is that right?
Yes. Julius and Prim.
I'm pretty
Julius,
sure your father won't recognize us.
Yes.
Julius, and Prim. All right, I
Brim.
suppose.
Brim. Bromstone.
Brim
Brim
Bromstone.
Broms.
Okay. Sure. I'll keep those names in mind. Although, Edward, you're not fooling anyone. You know that. Brom at least shaved his beard.
What are you talking about? I'm Julius, a brave potion seller who made his way into the Potions Academy and was not the top student, but was average. You know, it was hard competing with all those rich kids and their rich ingredients. But no, Julius, he held on to the belief that one day he could have some money to save his mother's life. And why isn't anyone shutting me up?
You
And I'm his strong bodyguard, of course.
Yes,
you thought really hard about this backstory, didn't you?
a bit.
Uh-huh.
No.
We had a lot of free time since we got here.
Oh, oh, all right. All right. Good to know. Sure. Just follow me for now. And you continue throughout the mansion. And you head up and you go to check on Jenny to see if she's all right. Once you get to the room, Jenny is not in her room.
Should we worry about this?
Well,
She was with the master.
yes,
I mean,
I suppose she would be with him. He's not around either. Um, all right. And he turns around and asks one of the maids, and then returns. And it seems they're in the library.
okay, good. Let's
Well,
meet her.
hi.
You continue down to the library, and as you enter, you do see this rather large room. You see to either side of you there are large bookshelves with three levels to them, and to straight ahead in front of the door, on the other side, on the opposite wall, there's this massive window that usually lets in a lot of sunlight, but it is currently close to midnight, so it lets in, I suppose, a lot of moonlight at this moment. But you do see there are several candles lit on one of the large tables. On this table, you do find um, Jenny. You find Haku, who is Owen's master. They are both sitting on the chairs at the table, and opposite them, you see a figure you don't really recognize. It's a human, uh, a man in black and blue flowing robes, with this longish beard, and uh, he does have a large hat that's sitting on the table right now, and he is seems to be balding. The man has a large book in his hands, and also you notice he has the stone that you recovered from those mines in his hand as he's reading.
He's probably the people Jenny told us about.
Ah, they must be researching the stone. Maybe they found something already.
Yeah.
Uh, at this point, since the door is opened, Jenny looks up from her book. She sees Owen. She sees you two, and she happily jumps up and goes, "Owen!" And she jumps from her chair and rushes towards Owen and gives him this tight, very strong hug, um, just burying her face into his chest as he hugs her back. And she looks at you while still hugging him. Thank you for getting him.
No
It's all
problem.
right.
Now we just need to Save your sister and your father so that we have saved everyone in this goddamn family.
And the
Oh,
mother, yeah.
Ah, of course.
I mean, you saved me a while ago, so it doesn't count. We were in another place.
Oh, doesn't count. It,
Well,
ah,
tell that to the lich that tried to kill you.
In all fairness, I don't think it was an actual lich. Anyway, she turns around and
hey,
starts heading.
zip it, Missy. It was a lit. That's how we're telling it.
You're not the
Yeah.
expert.
Sure. She walks back to the table. So, you look like a mess, and she points to Brom mostly.
Ah, thank you.
You're kind of bleeding on the carpet.
Ah, it's nothing to worry about.
Uh, well, it is. You know what? Bleed away. I don't care. And she turns around and just sits down, and you do see Haku, who walks up to Owen, gives a silent pat on his shoulder, a nod. Owen nods. They just turn around and head towards the table as well.
Oh, such a warm welcome.
Ah,
Your former apprentice almost killed Bro. You know?
yeah, good job on training him. The
What
real
are you
expert at
teaching
what he
these
does.
kids?
Haku turns to you and goes, "The things I taught Saito were not for assassination. Saito has no
Sure.
honor."
Oh. Well, no, but he's got a hell of a blade.
Yes, my finest student.
Sorry, Owen.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, yeah,
you do see
that was
Owen like look down and like, yeah.
that was super rude.
And so far you get the sense that Haku is pretty much no nonsense. Tell it as it is, but he sits
Yeah.
down, and Jenny signals for you to approach as well. She's like, "I've been looking into the stone, and
You or the expert?
I was if you let me finish, but you have to interrupt everyone every single time."
Sorry, you're
Edward,
right. Yes.
she goes, "I've been looking into the stone, but um, I didn't really find anything until I contacted Master Arcanist Albion here, and the man seems very focused on the book, and then he suddenly perks up. You know, ah, you're talking about me. Hmm. He closes the book and looks at you and goes, "I am Arcanist Albion. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance."
Pleasure.
Pleasure is all yours. Ha!
Uh,
He looks very stone faced as you say that.
so, Mr. Albion, how how was the research? What did you find?
Ah, well, for me, it was rather easy to identify what this is. This is a mana stone. Where did you procure such a thing?
Ah, in a secret underground lair.
Exactly.
Yes, but where?
In this very island, beneath the Tail Mansion.
Is that right? Well, what you
Yes,
have
it is.
here is, like I said, a mana stone, also known as Ellen's Tears. You do know that Ellen is the name of the tree of life,
Oh,
um,
nice.
and this is quite powerful. Well, not in this uh, state, as he looks at the stone, but refined, purified into mana dust. It has several utilities.
Such as?
Well, with enough of this dust, the dust itself can replace any material components you require for spellcasting.
I
Any
look at Ron.
materials for any spells?
Sorry, what did you say?
Any materials for any spells?
Yes, any materials for any spells.
Oh boy.
It also, unfortunately, can be made into a rather difficult drug to handle. It, I loathe to admit this, but there are people who like to take this drug made from the dust, and they do gain some improvement in their magical capabilities.
And what are the downsides?
Aside from terrible crippling addiction, if you are weak enough, you might not wake up for a while after taking it, losing your magical capabilities. Well, losing the use of said magical capabilities.
So, either the cult wants to cast some very strong magic, or they just want to get high.
Yeah, I think it's the second, the first one.
I'm sorry, did you say cult?
Yes. We are
Rather,
after a cult.
I admit I am rather lost. And he looks at Jenny and she just shrugs.
Yeah. Long story. Short version is a cult of cannibals is trying to marry Jenny for some, and we don't know the reason. We just don't know it. And we have been investigating, and we found that under their house.
Well, they probably want to marry her because maybe under her family's grounds there's more of these crystals for them to mine.
That's a good hypothesis.
Hmm. Roll a persuasion, Edward.
Sorry, a lot of tabs.
You only need one.
Yes. Hey, no. Okay.
Okay. He looks at you a bit skeptical. Uh-huh. Just narrows his eyes. Well, either way, I'm very interested in this place where you can gather the mana stones. It could prove useful for my research.
Ah, the only way to get there is to invade the private property of Mr. Tail.
Yes, well, that would be complicated. You
We
know,
do know about the side entrance, right, Edward? I mean, we could get
That's
in
right.
from the place we got out last time.
What about the big pit?
Now what?
The big pit.
I'm sure we can figure out a way to climb it. More easily, perhaps.
Okay, I'll trust you. Wait,
Maybe
can't you
Mr.
use your dog?
Alchemist here knows some sort of spell for that.
oh, I will not partake in any breaking and entering if that is what you are implying.
It was.
If the Tail
Not anymore.
Mansion, the Tail property is in ownership of this mine, I will endeavor to speak with them then.
And what will you answer when they ask you how you know about that?
I will say that I was informed by an anonymous source.
Oh yeah, they're gonna love it. Okay, you do you, and we will probably infiltrate it anyways. I mean, I don't know. Will we, Brom?
He like
You have
What?
no idea.
you see him stand up and go, the less I hear about breaking the laws, the better, I believe. Miss Jennifer, milady, my payment, please. And she goes, oh, right. And you do see her take out this bundle and hand it over to him. And he takes it. You see him pull up the cloth that is around it, closes it, gives a nod, and walks away. Good night, gentlemen.
Does he leave the stone?
No, he has the stone with him in his hand.
Hey, Mr. Albion.
This was part of my payment.
I'd look at Jenny menacingly.
She shrugs. What do you want me to do?
We have no use for that anyway, Edward.
Alright.
And he leaves the library, leaving the six of you.
So, we know where they are, most likely. We don't know what they're up to. We just know how they are going to do it. Any suggestions?
Well, they probably have another secret base, I think. Because that might be only like the mining spot.
Yeah, the harvesting. Hmm.
And the only reason I would like to break and enter there would be to destroy the goddamn place.
I like where this is going.
I mean, if we want to thwart their plans, that would probably be a good start.
But then we will just get arrested again.
Only if you get caught.
Which we might.
Owen pipes in. How do you plan to destroy the mine?
Burn everything.
Explosives.
Yeah. Yes.
You want to burn a
like
mine?
No. Brom has this very special spell that he used once against an army of elves.
I do.
Yeah. Remember? They were charging at us and he just poof made the explosion.
Oh. Yes. I would need, however, a sponsor to be able to cast that,
You would.
enough times.
You're sure?
And with enough.
You sure that spell can take out the whole mine?
I mean, if we place it on the pillars or, the important structures holding the thing up, probably. It probably won't blow it up, but might make it collapse.
Well, there's still the problem that even if you say that Tail Haley is part of this cult, we don't really have any proof, do we?
No, we don't. And I don't know where we could find proof of that. I think the most important thing to do now is stop Saito and Taliesin. Because they are the ones being active. Tail, we don't even know where he is.
So we take his generals.
I'm pretty sure Taliesin is the one in charge. It looks like it so far. But yeah, we need to take Saito quick, because is just deadly.
I'm all for taking down Saito, but it's not going to be easy to find.
I think
Well,
he's one of those guys who he needs to find us.
yeah, we can set him up.
I'm listening.
Well, we
Who
make some
would?
sort of trap.
Yes, but listen, bro. Who would Saito hate more? Who would he want to kill more than us?
Ah, that's a hard question.
Owen. We can use Owen as a bait.
Saito's been avoiding me all this time. Well, at least I haven't been able to find him.
Oh, okay. I thought he really wanted to kill you.
I want to kill him.
Yeah, I know that, but I thought the feeling was mutual.
I don't know if the feeling is mutual or not. The only thing I know is that I've been looking for him after our last duel, and haven't had any luck yet.
Well, last time he found us because we were asking around about Owen's disappearance. So maybe we just need to find some sort of subject that would lure him and go to the city, ask around about that, and he'd probably show up.
Like what?
We could make a fake crystal and go ask around if someone knows anything about that crystal. You know,
Okay.
what that looks like the one we got from the mine.
Which we could actually have one. It's okay. It's all right. It was okay. Can we make a crystal like that?
Or if we go back to the mine, who knows, he might appear to defend it. I mean, now that they don't have Henry, they gotta send someone.
Yeah, I like that idea, bro. I like it a lot.
As you're having this conversation, the doors open once again, and you do hear the sound of metal clanking.
Oh boy.
When the doors open, you see the patriarch of the Riley Remington family standing there with several guards by his side. He looks down on you. Bold of you to return to my home after what you've done.
Hey, we saved your kids.
Owen stands up and goes, he's telling the truth, Father. You do notice that Owen deflates a little bit. He's more of a nervous kid around him.
Yeah.
Father, Brom and Edward, they, and he seems to be trying to find the right words, and it's Jenny who speaks up, and she stands up, walks over to Owen and shoves him aside, and goes, Dad, Owen was kidnapped. You didn't know anything about it. You didn't even know that he wasn't here in the mansion, and he was kidnapped, and Brom and Edward saved him.
That's my girl.
So proud.
You see Devon, her father, goes, Is this true, Owen? He's like, Oh, Yes. Looks at Owen, gives this hard glare, and goes. Then looks at you too. They are still exiled criminals. Having them in my house implicates me and the whole family. You understand that, don't you? Owen is about to speak again, and then Jenny speaks before he does, and she just takes a step forward and says, They were framed, and I keep telling you they were framed, and I've been telling you they were framed since they were framed. Yes, you have, and it's been quite the headache. Jennifer, I. Not. This isn't about the family. This is about some weird people that want to eat me. This isn't about the family honor, Dad. Uh, Eat you? Yes! It's a cult that eats babies! They want to eat me! And she looks back at Edward, right?
Yeah, I've seen him do it.
He's seen them do it! And they kidnapped Owen, probably to eat him too, right, Owen? He's like, I don't think. Right! See? So, Dad, believe me, please. They are good people. They saved me, and they're being blamed. The guy that they supposedly kill isn't even dead, right, guys?
Owen can attest for that. I mean,
yeah.
And Owen said, Yes, he was actually trying to perform some weird. Eat you! Exactly! So, Dad, I'm not telling you to not go. To not arrest them and send them to the court of Mal, but at least give us some time to, you know, fix this cult problem that's trying to eat your children. Devon takes a moment. Very uncomfortable, by the way. Well, if Owen attests to their innocence, and Jennifer, you are the most vocal I've seen you in a long time, I will. Looks at you too. I will look away for a few days. Try to not be spotted by the swords or the shield. Understood?
Got it.
I will do our best. But don't worry, sir. I mean, if they do spot us, we do have a perfect backup plan. You have nothing to worry about.
Yes. Wink, wink.
You see Owen like to the side, just face palm. And Devon clears his throat and goes, Very well. Owen, you are in charge of watching over them. If anything happens, I'm holding you responsible. Owen nods. And then Devon turns around and walks away, and the guards look a bit confused and go, Gotta move on. You have posts to fill, don't you? And they go, Yes, yes, sir. And they close the library door, and there's silence for a moment, and then Jenny punches Owen in the arm and walks over to the table and sits down.
Your sister has more balls than you, Owen, but thank you, both of you.
Yes, well, she's quite vocal, isn't she?
No, she's brave. Not vocal.
Jenny turned. I'm both.
Sure, whatever you want.
Well, I'd like to think we had a role in that.
Sure.
I would like to think so too, but I can't. So, Brom, we go with your plan, infiltrating the mines again, and trying to catch their attention.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Either way, we should we should stop by the city to buy the materials for that spell.
Oh yeah.
Just in case. Or are we not doing that?
Wait, weren't you able to cast it without materials last time? Or with a necklace or something?
No, it was the mayor of the city that gave me the components, I think.
No, it was the Baroness.
The Baroness, yeah.
Yes.
Owen just say that I'll be with you.
Are you sure, Owen?
If Saito's showing up, I'm going to be there.
Okay. But none of that nonsense of you taking him out alone, right? We'll kill him together.
Owen just stays quiet.
Okay, Owen. You know you can disagree with us. We're not your father.
He just stays quiet.
All right.
Yeah, he's not very vocal.
No. I think Jenny got all the vocalness.
So, should we get some rest?
Yes, please.
I'm exhausted. Please, let's do that.
Owen looks. I think you can stay in my room today.
Okay. Where
Sure.
will you be?
In my room.
All right. The three of us on that tiny bed.
No. Wait, how do you know my bed is small?
And your clothes are terrible.
What?
Yes.
Yeah, after this is all over, we're going shopping with you.
Mm-hmm.
He just stands up and walks away as Jenny stands up. And I did try to give him some fashion tips, but he doesn't listen.
Okay. So, Owen, please don't fight your deadly rival alone. Stay quiet. Your clothes are not. Your clothes are terrible. What? Stoneheart. Okay. All right. I got it.
He is gone. He does not want to listen to all this.
Yes. All right.
Haku does follow Jenny. Seems to be in bodyguard mode.
Right. I nod.
He does say, in the meantime, I will stay here with Lady Jennifer.
Okay. So, Brom, should we get some rest?
Please, let's go.
Yeah.
Before Owen occupies the whole bed.
Yeah.
You go to the room, and Owen sits on the bed and goes, I have this couch. It fits one of you.
Yeah, go ahead, Brom. You deserve it.
Well, I'm not saying no to that. Especially if it's either the couch or the floor.
Yeah, I'll take the floor.
And then he turns towards you, Edward, as you're taking the floor, and he offers you a pillow.
Thank you, Owen.
All right. Before you go to bed, Jenny appears with a basket full of food. meats, breads, cheeses.
Jesus.
Jesus Crystal. And she offers it to you.
Oh, thank you, Jenny.
She just winks and leaves. And I assume you devour it whole.
I look for some jam in the basket.
There is no jam.
She didn't bring any jam.
Oh.
Yeah, you're right. I'll just eat the cheese.
That's not what I... Never mind. That's how I talk to my dog.
And that's how I talk to you. Anyway,
Oh.
all right. So you go to sleep. So you do have a long rest. And that means your wounds. I think only Brom had wounds, right? Brom, you had 3 wounds.
I had 3 wounds, yeah. So now I have 2.
So now you have 2. Making progress. Yes.
Yeah.
Man, wounds are hard, but I like it.
Yeah, it's problematic once you start getting quite a few.
Yes, to make you take some days off between adventures.
Which makes sense, because if you're tired,
yeah,
if you're hurt, you might want to take some days off to rest, but you don't have that luxury right now, unless you do want to take 2 days off before you go with this mission.
No.
All right. So both of you wake up. You wake up a little bit later than normal, just because you now have some comfort, a good place to rest that isn't outside or in an island full of oni and stuff.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah. Brom, you are especially comfortable on the couch, which is better than some beds you've slept in. And when you wake up, Owen was already up, and he made his way out of the room, probably to get something to eat. And by the time you guys are ready, he does return to the room. Now, Edward, you told me you wanted to switch armors?
I was already dressing the black armor, I would say.
You didn't tell me that last time. You just said
Okay.
you would do it.
So it's okay. I'll do it now.
Okay.
I'll start wearing the black armor.
All right. Do you want to attune to it?
No.
All right.
I mean, what would
I'm asking
you're asking are you asking me the player if I want to attune?
I'm saying that as Edward puts on the armor, he realizes he feels a magical energy, and he can in fact attune to it as a magical item.
To harness its powers of darkness.
No. Okay, I'm going with no. I'm sticking with no.
Okay, roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, you
yes,
asked for it.
Yes, really? I knew it. I knew it was. It's a black armor. Come on. 11. Of course. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Okay. As you try to focus your mind, as this energy starts to seemingly try to enter your psyche, you take 14 points of psychic damage. As
fine, I say yes.
The armor is currently hurting you. You hear this psychic scream inside your mind, as if it's rejecting you.
Well, to play that game, I take it off.
Okay, so you take it off. You are now naked.
What's going on, Edward? Didn't fit you right?
It made my head hurt from.
We had a long day yesterday. You probably just needed a couple more hours of sleep or something.
No, there's magic in that thing. And I resisted it, and it hurt me. So
Not
I'm
the
not
good
going
type,
to use
I
it.
imagine.
Sorry?
Not the good type of magic.
No, I don't think so. I'll stick with the old Sunhelm armor with it's good as new.
Mm-hmm.
Good as new.
Especially the missing parts that were
Yes.
eaten away by the acid. But good
I'll
as
take it.
new.
I'll take it. Yeah. It's not trying to give me an aneurysm, so I'll take
Nope, it is not. Well, you don't currently have identify, so there's that.
Yeah.
There's also the necklace.
Just one more thing for the list of magical items.
Currently there's there's Henry's necklace, there's the shield pin, and the armor, I believe.
And Brom's ring?
No,
we already know that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Brom's ring was identified. It's a ring of warmth. If you wish to take a week off, you can try to study it and try to figure it out.
No.
Okay,
maybe not right now.
Just giving you the possibilities. That is
Yeah,
completely up to you, my friends. Either way, you wake up, get ready, try the whole armor thing, and then put it back. Take it off and then put it back. Just in a corner of the room, I assume. Do any of you try to put the necklace and attune to it?
I don't. Not my style,
It's up
necklaces.
to you. Brom?
No.
Okay. I'm just checking. So, you do not equip the magical items from Black Henry, and Owen shows up. All right, breakfast. Then we set out.
Sounds good.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, come with me. I'll get us something to eat. And as you leave the room, you see Haku walking over to you, alone. And then he stops for a moment and then he looks at Owen. Owen, why are you not with Jennifer? Owen looks at him, confused.
I punch a wall.
Punch a wall.
Yeah, like, God damn it!
But he looks at the wall, looks at his master, kind of confused. What do you mean? You came to her room, saying you needed to talk to her in the library about the plan. You left about 15 minutes ago. Owen looks at you, confused. I didn't.
Remember when that guy was messing with your mind, Owen? Well, I think it worked.
What? No, I was downstairs the whole time.
You don't know that. If he messed with your mind, you wouldn't remember it. Correct?
That's a strong possibility.
What? And looks kind of confused, and Haku, we needed to find Lady Jennifer then.
Yes. To the library.
And he nods, and you start rushing towards the library at full pace. Post haste. And just change music.
Library music?
Yes, no.
Keep it down.
You start heading towards the library. Not this one. This is nightmare. I don't want nightmare. I want existential dread. There we go.
Library ASMR.
Yeah. You rush towards the library, and as you open the door, who goes first? Who is
I
the one
guess
opening the door?
usually goes first.
Who? Sorry.
Who?
I think Edward usually goes first.
Yeah, okay, I go
Actually,
first.
since
Okay.
he's also
Sure.
faster and all.
So, Edward, you blow the doors open with your mighty power as a glory paladin. And you see Jenny sitting on the one of the chairs, very still and unharmed, apparently. You also see sitting on the other side Owen with his feet on the table, leaning back.
That's Saito.
He goes,
Owen would never put his feet on the table.
and you just see he does have a knife in his hand, just balancing it on his finger, and he goes, "Hello, good morning."
Hi, Owen. How are you feeling today?
And he looks
Probably
from
stab
you
you.
to the other Owen, and then at this moment Jenny like looks at you confused and Owen, and looks at the other Owen. Owen? Um,
Well,
Jenny, don't worry. Everything's going to be okay.
yes, it will. And you see as the illusion of Owen's form fades, and you do see Saito sitting on that chair as he looks at you and goes, "First of all, hello, Master Haku. Hello, Owen. Pleasure to see you again. Now, in the time it'll take you to get to me, I'm gonna take her head off. So, I would advise you to stay at a safe distance while we converse. Can we all do that?"
it doesn't seem like we really have a choice.
No, no, you don't. You see Owen, he already has his hand on his sword. You see, like, slightly part of it is already drawn, but he's holding it as Haku puts his hand on his shoulder to calm him down, and he just shakes his head at Owen. Saito looks at Edward from after looking at them to see if Edward is complying.
Edward's standing still.
Right. And he takes his feet off the chair and stands up. You see him walk around the table and just stand behind Jenny while still balancing this curved knife. All right, so as you can see, I could have taken the young lady away from this house already a while ago. Really, it took you 20 minutes to find me.
Your point is?
Point is, it was too easy to fool you. Sorry, Master Haku. and you just see the Oni behind you. You hear a slight growl, but Saito doesn't lose his grin. He continues to balance, and then you see him. The knife falls back into his fingers, and he's like flipping it around his fingers, without really looking. I've only come here to negotiate a possible deal with you.
Why? Aren't
Well,
you satisfied with your current patron?
well, I've already taken half the payment from Taliesin. If I were to be offered a good enough payment from you, I might be persuaded to not get the other half of Taliesin's payment, if you know what I mean. I'd need a good deal, though. Because,
How do
I can do this. I can do this. And he flips the knife, catches it, and puts the blade right next to Jenny's neck. You just see a trickle of blood just slide down her neck. And I can also do a lot of other things. And you can't really stop me.
How much is he paying you?
Well, as for the amount, currently I've received 4,000 gold for my services. Another 4,000 is waiting. But from you, aside from the gold, I'm gonna need something else.
Go on.
Well, you see, I've always wanted to see the mainland. My stay here in this island since I've left my master's teachings has been profitable. I've been doing plenty of good work as an assassin, but my face has been recognized by some people, and I am not in great standing with a few others. So, if you help me arrange a safe passage to the mainland without any shenanigans on your part, if you give me some good payment, more than what I'm getting from Taliesin, much more, because, I'm kind of pissing off a very bad gentleman, might be persuaded to help you a little bit in your endeavor. If nothing else, I won't be a thorn in your side.
Well, you seem pretty capable of changing your face. How come that trick doesn't let you travel on boats unnoticed?
Hmm. Well, finding a boat to go on isn't really the problem. The problem is, how should I put this? Staying on the boat without being recognized. This ability I'm using is quite good, but it's not going to last me for how many weeks it is? 2 weeks?
More or less, depends on the vessel you're traveling in and whatnot.
Exactly. I'd rather not be hiding the whole time. I like to enjoy life. Plus, there is the matter of more payment. And the matter of that one, and he points to Owen, promising not to come bother me anymore.
And if we do this, you'll tell us what Taliesin plan is?
Oh, I don't know what Taliesin is planning. I'm just an assassin. He doesn't really tell me his plans. What I can do, though, is tell you what Taliesin is.
I'm more than willing to accept. But Saito, for an assassin, you don't do a lot of investigation. We are very poor.
The one standing behind you isn't.
Well, he's
Yeah.
the one you have to convince.
Yes.
Oh no. I am good either way, because I'm either getting payment from Taliesin or I'm getting payment from you. So work it amongst yourselves if you want to make this deal. If not, well, I suppose negotiations aren't working. It happens.
I look at Owen.
Owen is
Well,
just glaring. If looks could kill, Owen would be murdering Saito right now.
I get it. Owen, we can talk about this, can't we?
Can talk, yes.
You know, your sister has a knife to her neck.
Yes. But he's not gonna. He's, by the way, he's whispering.
Yes,
He's not
yes.
gonna kill her if Taliesin meets her.
Do you really want to risk it? Your
I'm,
sister's life?
I'm not. I'm not letting that. Not letting him go.
Listen, Owen. You can come visit us at the mainland anytime. Got
Ah,
it?
He just.
we can also.
He just told me that I need to promise not to bother him.
I still don't see what's the problem here.
Me neither.
I mean, it's not like he's tying you up or something.
If I make a. If I make a promise, I'm not gonna break it.
Yeah, a promise to a killer?
And what's to say he's not gonna do it anyway after getting the payment?
Well, if he does it, we'll kill him.
Why don't we just kill him now?
Because he has a knife to your sister's throat.
He's not gonna kill her.
You don't want to risk that. Family is all you have.
We can just accept, get Jenny to safety, and then kill him.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Roll persuasion.
Who?
Well, Edward with advantage because he was the one that started the conversation,
Okay.
and Grom was helping him. Ooh, nice. All right, he stops for a moment, and I don't like lying. There's no honor in lying, but he looks at his master and the Oni, just staring at Saito. Doesn't seem to be participating in the conversation. And then he looks at you too. And he gives you a nod.
Okay.
You do
Saito.
Saito go. So,
Yeah.
what's it gonna be?
I mean, the money is going to be a bit harder to get. It'll take us some time, but I think we have a deal.
All right. So we want. Well, first of all, I want the little man over there, my brother pupil, and he gives you a nod to Owen. You
Oh,
give
come
me.
on, Saito. Don't need to rub it in his face. It was so hard convincing him, and you're blowing it all up for everyone.
If he's convinced, I want him to promise me then that he won't attack me. That he won't come looking for me. And that he will leave me alone for the rest of our lives. And I want him to promise right now.
Go on, Owen.
Owen grits his fists. He seems to not want to step forward.
Man, it's so hard when we actually respect Owen, and what he's doing is very brave.
But then,
Owen,
yeah,
he's gonna kill your sister if you don't accept.
I know. He steps forward and looks at Saito. I swear to not hunt you down, to not attack you or whatever the hell you want. Saito nods. Well, Mr. Honorable has given his word. Be a shame if he went back on his word now, wouldn't it?
Yeah, he's not. He's not going back on his word.
I know.
And neither are you, right? Yeah, you are.
Me? Of course not.
Okay.
I'm only in it for the money. I don't really care about this cult business and magic and whatever the hell everyone's trying to do. If you got the coin, I got your back. But I do need the coin.
Like I said, it's gonna take a little bit of time to get the money.
Rich boy like him? Well, let's see. I want 8,000 gold. 8,000 gold and this free pass to the mainland. You see Owen, he's really clenching his fists, and you do see the veins on his neck very visible. He's trying his best to not just jump in right now.
It's not the time yet.
Well, so you're basically an assassin for hire, right?
Pretty much.
If he would pay you a bit more, would you be willing to help us kill Taliesin?
Or just, do it yourself, since you're an assassin, and we're hiring you.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I'll tell you what Taliesin is, and I will go into hiding, but I'm not crazy enough to mess with him. You all realize you're gonna get killed by him if you try to fight him, right?
Sure.
Alright. So,
You know what, Saito? No? We're not just gonna kill him. I'm gonna make his body my bitch. I'm gonna tear him limb from limb. Okay.
you or welcome to any kink you might have. Sure. I don't really care. Now, the money, young Master Owen. He just makes a little bow, like pulls the blade away from Jenny's neck. He makes a little bow, and Owen. You see Owen like grab the sword again, but he doesn't draw it. I will get it. I can get it to you tomorrow, maybe. And then Saito, you can get it to me tomorrow, but my information is only valuable for today.
So, Owen is a man of honor. He gave you a promise of giving you the money tomorrow. Why don't you give us the information today?
He's a man of honor, but I don't really know you two.
We want to kill Taliesin, and that's about it.
Yeah, I also know that I stabbed that one really badly. How's it? How's the gut wound treating you? By the way.
Well, after the beating I took after that, I can't even feel it anymore.
Ah, well, that's wonderful. Cool. Um, you know what? No. So I'm gonna keep this one, and he like taps Jenny on the head, and once you give me the money, I'll give her back. Simple as that.
Owen, get it today. Can you get it today, Owen?
I'll try to get it today.
Do you
Can
have
we
a
help?
trust fund or something?
I'll I'll handle it. I'll handle it. He turns
Okay.
around and storms off. You do see Haku then starts to walk forward towards Saito.
I put my hand on his shoulder.
And he stops and looks at you, and then looks at Saito. Saito will give me a duel right now. At least give your master this. You see Saito leans back a little bit, crosses his arms, blade still in hand though. Looks at him. So you want me to throw away the possibility of getting more money and a way out of here to duel you? I don't think so. With all due respect, of course. I don't think so. And you see the old Oni grabs his sword again. He starts to draw it.
Maybe not a good idea, Master.
And puts the blade away.
For Lady Jennifer's sake.
Indeed. Saito grabs Jenny by the arm and pulls her up. Surprisingly, not super aggressively. And goes, right, I will be making my way to a beach west of Deer Hill, close to the docks.
Why not just stay here?
He looks around. I'd rather do the deal on my own terms.
You have a knife through to her throat. I think your terms are met here. No?
I'm good. And he grabs her and starts walking towards the window. As Jenny just struggles and looks back, she can't really stop him, but she looks back at you. Edward, Brom.
It's okay, Jenny. Jenny, we will save you. Again.
It's not
Just
gonna hurt
not.
you.
Yeah, not right now, but we will. Don't worry. Relax.
And with that, he grabs her, puts her over his shoulder, opens the window, and you just see him jump out the window.
At least he opened the window, right? He wasn't rude and broke it. Yeah.
Haku just turns around and leaves.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, oh, bro, this family. I tell you, every single day they. I'm sorry.
Just one problem after the other. I
Yes.
don't know how they'll manage after we go away, really.
You know, what if we stay?
I don't think our experience in this city has been the best.
Oh, there's still one experience in this city I would like to have.
You can have that, you don't have to stay here for that.
Yeah, I know. It will probably take some time though.
What are we talking about again?
Jenny's sister.
What are we talking about?
I mean, unless you want to marry her, you can go away after.
Yeah, that's a conversation we'll have later. Because if you notice, everywhere we go, people are getting married. It's true. We went to Keimer, the Baroness was getting married or being proposed. We came here, Jenny's getting married.
She wasn't getting married. She was being proposed to quite aggressively.
Yes, but
Yeah.
I corrected to being proposed. Yeah. Seems everywhere we go, the gods are telling me, get married.
Or maybe they are telling you you should become a priest to marry people.
You know, that's huh.
Or since every marriage we found so far have been orchestrated by evil people, maybe God is trying to tell you that marriage is evil.
But I knew that already. It's a confirmation.
It's the sign you were waiting for.
What about you, Ron? Never thought about it? Getting married, settling down?
I had enough married women without marrying them, so
Right. But you know, marrying one. Yeah, don't forget, I'm getting goosebumps. This is weird.
you're changing, Edward.
No, it's still cool.
Maybe adventuring life is getting too much for you.
No. I still have a lot to do.
Is it because we keep finding people taller than you? You're getting discouraged, maybe doubting your
No,
abilities.
no, it's just that, you know, where I come from, I was really tall, and now I'm not. And yeah, it kind of bothers me.
Don't worry, we'll find a solution for your problem as well. I'm sure there's some sort of potion for that.
No, I was thinking of getting a really big hammer, and every time we see someone taller than me, we just bonk it and they become smaller.
That's also a plan.
I like this plan.
Saito's taller than you.
Of course he is. Like, why wouldn't he?
He's an Oni, so
is an Oni.
Yes,
The
he's an
shortest,
Oni.
the shortest Oni are your size.
Babies.
The shortest adult Oni. Kyoho, the one of the Oni in the other campaign, is a woman, and she's your size.
I don't know what. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I get it. Oni are big. Oni are scary. I'm afraid of Oni. Is that what you want?
Yes. Yes.
No, but to be honest, I do like Saito. I mean, not the whole murdery part, but it, yes, style. Can we do that, bro? Can we recognize that our enemies have style?
sure, I don't see why not.
Okay, Saito has a lot of style.
I mean, he dresses way better than Owen, so
Yeah, that's not hard, but he does dress better than Owen. You think that Haku is the one teaching Owen to dress like that?
Oh my god,
maybe
this
that's
is.
why Saito left him. Maybe that's
Yes,
why he was looking for a different master.
to learn a new style.
That's what
It's not
Hato
style of
said.
fighting, it's style of dressing.
Everything makes much more sense right now.
Yeah, oh, this is just perfect.
All
We
right,
finally understand Oni culture.
all right. It's basically fashion, a big fashion show. Um,
It's like that anime, the one with clothes have powers, but having less clothes means more power, and the protagonist is a girl with a giant pair of scissors.
yes,
Um,
sure.
No,
Uh,
you do know the one I'm talking about, right?
I know the one you're talking about. Just don't remember the name
I
right
don't.
now.
Yeah, me
But
neither. Me neither.
yeah, but sure, it works. Anyway, you do have better part of the day to. Well, what do you want to do during this time?
well, I want to rest and take care of my wounds. Try not to make too much effort.
Okay.
I want to inspect the black armor and see if I can make anything of the inscriptions. If anything, if there's anything I
You
can
know that
recognize.
without identify, you're not gonna. You know from
Yeah, I
experience,
know.
without identify, you're really not gonna glean anything useful.
Yeah, but just
Right.
something that if it will be,
What languages do you speak?
I speak common and it was undercommon, correct? The one, no,
Deep speech.
deep speech, exactly.
All right. You don't understand the runes,
Okay.
the language. You've never seen these, actually. Quite
I
peculiar.
I will go find a burlap sack then.
Okay, it's easy enough to find in the mansion.
Okay, and I put the armor there and
Okay,
tie the knot.
okay. Do you leave it in Owen's room? It's kind of
I
cumbersome
I
to
guess.
carry it around everywhere. Just
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
all I mean.
yeah. I was thinking if there could be another place more suited, but no, that's perfect
Okay,
in Owen's room.
okay. So you do that. You fix up your wounds. You study the armor. Uh, do all that good stuff. And since you do nothing else, the the night, well, the sun starts to set. You follow Owen, who says he managed to somehow gather the money. You follow Owen and his master as you make your way to the town and then west of town. As you arrive, you do see the docks in the distance, and you see Saito sitting on a log in the middle of the beach. He seems to be cleaning his nails as Jenny is sitting next to him with a sandcastle built in front of her.
At least she seems to be having fun
Yeah, that. Oh, Brom Edwards. And now you're building sandcastles. See?
with the enemy.
She
Uh,
notices you and uh, stands up, and you just see Saito look at her and look at you. And then he stands up. Well, good timing. We were getting very bored. So, you have everything?
I think we do.
Owen nods. He does have a chest in his hands, and he opens the chest, and you two see that inside the chest is full of platinum coins. And he turns to side. 800 platinum coins. And closes the chest. There is a ship in the docks of Deer Hill that will take you to the mainland tonight. I don't know. That's good. That's good. Right. Let's see. One of you bring the chest over here, while the other ones stay there. Not him. And he points at Haku, and not Owen.
I'll do it. It's
Yeah, I
fine.
was about to say that. Bring it here, Brom.
Brim. I look
Uh-huh.
around nervously.
There's nobody else here.
Brim
Okay.
Bromstone.
Prim Bromstone. Alright.
Grab the chest and take it to him.
Okay, so you take it to him. And he opens the chest. And you see him look at Jenny and then does this movement for her to move. Go with a fancy dwarf. And she immediately gets behind you, Brom.
Don't worry, Jenny. Everything's okay.
Alright. And you start moving back until you gain some distance. And then he checks the chest again. You know, when I was in my home island, really didn't have a lot of money, as Master there can attest. Didn't really like the whole working for money. Part of why I
Yeah.
left.
You know, Saito, this is all very touching, but where is Taliesin? We don't have much time.
All right. I was just trying to make some conversation. That's
We
fine.
can talk this about. We can talk about it other time.
Uh-huh. All right. Taliesin, believe it or not, he has a small cottage. It would be about 5 hours on foot east of Deer Hill. The only thing I know about it is that he usually goes there with some white masked guys. Doesn't really take anyone else aside from Henry sometimes, but he's not gonna take Henry anywhere from now on. Yeah, so small cottage, 5 hours. Just keep heading east uh, through some woods. You'll find it. You're clever guys.
Have you ever been inside?
Me? No. I just followed him a couple of times. Gotta keep an eye on the employer sometimes.
Did he catch on to you?
Nobody catches on to me.
Well, we should hurry.
That's right. Okay.
As soon as he finds out that Saito betrayed him, he'll probably move locations.
Well, not really my problem anymore.
Yeah, we know.
And he starts.
You know what, Saito?
Yeah.
If we didn't meet under these conditions, you know what? Forget it. I'm not going to give you the satisfaction. I'll start summoning Betsy.
Okay. You start summoning Betsy, and as Saito turns away and starts walking towards the docks. And as he's walking, Haku steps forward again. You see Haku walking past you towards Saito. Do you do anything or just let him?
I'm focusing on the summon.
I'm waiting to see what happens after.
Okay. Haku takes a deep breath and goes, Saito! And he starts speaking in Oni.
What does Oni sound like?
Sounds pretty much like a Japanese.
Okay.
Yes. The weave language.
No, come on. I wanted to know how it
Yes,
sounds.
it sounds
Cool.
very similar to Japanese. And Saito stops, and then he turns around, and you do see his demeanor changed as he's now glaring at Haku. And then he turns to you and goes, We're gonna need some witnesses.
For what?
For the duel.
I thought you're not going to duel him.
I thought so as well. It seems like he won't be given up until I'm taken care of, and it might be best to deal with it right now.
Well,
they're staring at each other.
it's not like we can really stop him, so
We just need you to stand watch as witnesses.
are there any rules we should be looking out for?
Haku is the one that speaks up now. This is a duel between swordsmen. We will use our blades and only one of us will leave.
Okay, sounds pretty straightforward.
Saito nods. I need one of you to give the signal as he stands about 10 paces away from Haku, and he grabs the hilt of his sword as Haku does the same.
Well, I take off like a small cloth or something,
Okay.
and I raise it.
Okay. And they when you do that, they get into position. You see Haku taking Edward, actually. You look at it and you see that Haku is taking the same stance that Owen had when you fought Owen. Uh, but you have a trained eye. You do know he is more relaxed and more composed than Owen, despite the situation. Seems more focused. And then Saito takes a different stance. His blade is horizontal on his back, on his lower back, and he grabs the hilt in the reverse grip, and they get into position.
I look at both of them. I wait a couple of seconds and I drop the cloth.
All right, you drop the cloth, and the cloth starts to float down. And the moment it lands on the sand, Haku is the first to move, and he charges in, drawing his sword as he swings at Saito. Before Saito draws his own blade. The blade goes for his neck, and suddenly there's this flash of magical energy, and the blade bounces off the energy. In the next moment, Saito rushes forward, draws his own blade, and slices Haku's neck.
Just like that?
Yep, just like that.
Well, that was quick.
ADMV, thank you for the host, by the way. The headless corpse of Haku takes a step forward and then falls as Owen is frozen in place. He looks at Saito and grabs his sword. Cheater! You have no honor! And both of you see that Owen is grabbing his sword and he's starting to move towards Saito as Saito just flicks the sword and goes, well, it is what it is. You see Owen, he's starting to move towards Saito. What do you guys do?
Owen, remember your promise.
How far is Owen from us?
Owen is next to you. He's moving to.
Okay.
You see that he is moving towards Saito.
So he has plus 10 movement speed.
Okay, so you're just letting him fight?
I'm joining. I'm joining.
I am only asking this. Are you letting him charge in?
I think this is the opportunity that Brom was talking about. You know, getting Jenny to safety and striking Saito.
Okay. So you see Owen starts to charge towards Saito, and I assume you both also get ready to fight. As Saito turns to you, goes, "Well, that wasn't what was promised, was it? Was it?" And I want, well, all of you to roll initiatives. Let's see, Saito. Ooh, okay. And then Owen.
Nice.
Owen rolled a 6.
I'm gonna hero point Owen. Can I do? No, I can't. It's my rolls.
It's for your rolls.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good try though. All right. So, Edward, but Saito does go first. He rolled a 20.
Oh. Okay.
And Owen. All right. As the fight starts and Saito looks at you starting to charge in behind Owen, and he shakes his head and goes, well, that's that, isn't it? And you see him take out a coin. Just flicks his fingers and the coin seems to appear in between his fingers. And then he flips it around. And then he flips the coin into the air. And he seems to vanish.
Of course he did that.
You knew he had that coin.
We were faster.
If you
If
were
we were
faster.
faster.
Yes.
To be honest, the first thing I would do was get Jenny on Betsy and get her to run away. So yeah, he would still use the coin.
Well, but if he's planning to go to the mainland, we know where he'll be, right? On the boat Owen told him about.
To be honest, let him go, right? We have to take care
Owen
of
is just
Taliesin.
angrily just looking around. He can't really seem to function properly right now. He seems so angry. Then he looks at his
Owen,
master's body and
oh, Owen,
follows.
please.
And
You need to get your sister to safety.
I, I, I and he's looking at his master's severed head now. He just falls to his knees next to it. Uh, uh,
At least he died fighting, and
Yes.
fighting his old student,
it
which
it
is what he
wasn't
was.
a fair duel.
Why not?
Well, he didn't say no magic on the rules, right?
You can't use. It's a swordsmanship duel. There was no magic. And he like grabbing the head seems very peaceful. It's not twisted or anything. It's just calmly just staring out as he's just holding head. And Jenny is crying behind you. Bastard. Bastard.
Listen, you two kids, you've been through a lot, but this isn't over. We will get Saito, eventually. Not today, but eventually. Don't worry. Right now, we have to follow on the information he gave us, or else it would have been for nothing.
We should find
Do you
Taliesin.
understand? Yes. Before Saito. Because I bet Saito is on his way to tell Taliesin that we're coming.
And his hands are trembling as he lowers the head. I can't leave the body here. I
We can carry him on Betsy back to the mansion.
we need to drop Jenny off and go. I'm going with you.
You're
I
not
think
coming with us, Owen. You get your sister to safety. You keep her safe. We don't know what Taliesin what Saito will do. We'll take care of Taliesin.
And if Saito is there, I need to be there. And shit,
Owen, listen to me. You can't beat Saito now. Do you understand that?
Neither can you, especially if I'm not there.
We can. We can beat him.
fight magic with magic.
Yes. You can't. What you can do is protect your sister. Please.
I. Fine.
Owen, we will keep the promise. Saito's head is yours. Don't worry. Alright?
Fine. Okay. All right, Jenny. We can take my horse because you did come in horses. You can take my horse and Jenny. You can take Master's horse. You two. You
You know,
finish this.
it would be faster if Brom was also on a horse. Can you two take one horse?
Yes, yes.
Thank you.
But you finish this. You finish that Taliesin man.
And after that, you're coming to the mainland.
To that I'm taking Saito's head. Yes.
We have no time for chatting. Good luck.
You go ahead as he is preparing the body to carry it on one of the other horses, and you guys march off. So,
We do.
you ride towards the location that Saito did describe. As you go on, I do want you both to roll survival, either both or one with advantage, just to see if you manage to keep to the trajectory more or less.
Okay. Brom, wanna roll with advantage?
Sure, Edward.
All right, all right. It does take you longer than you anticipated. You follow the road until you can't really follow the road east. It starts veering off in another direction, and you uh, okay, Philippe. You do find it a bit tricky as the moons are starting to get higher, so it is the middle of the night by now, and Brom is actually the only one that can see properly. So it is a good idea that it is Brom to do be the navigator here. Um, but you do continue, and eventually you manage to spot a small cottage. It's more of a shack, actually, in the middle of the woods. There seems to be a hill rising up, no trees on the hill itself, and at the top is this shack.
At the top of the hill.
Top of the hill.
Wow.
We should leave the horses down here and approach on foot. Try
Yeah,
to be as stealthy as we can.
that's possible. Uh-huh.
All right. You you leave the horses, Betsy and the other horse. Um,
Before we go, I turn to the other horse. If you so much look her the wrong way, I will end you.
the horse looks at you, and then he starts eating some grass.
Good, good.
I think he got the message.
Yeah.
Totally. Totally did. Totally. All right. So you do see the shack. There seems to be a light coming from one of the windows.
Just a question.
Mm-hmm.
How many stories are in the shack? Does the shack have, or just one
It's a
normal
shack. This is a single
Okay,
room
okay.
building made of wood.
Yeah, okay. Just making sure.
Yeah. It seems to be a single room building. It does have a chimney, but it's like poorly made. Yeah.
Okay, I have a plan, bro. We approach quietly, and I kick open the door.
We could look through the window first, just so we know what we'll find inside.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. And then we can vision all their corpses will look like, maimed and scattered through the shack. Yeah, I like that, bro.
Um, Sure.
Okay.
All right. So, well, roll me stealth if you're going stealthily. I'm gonna roll for you. Do warn me when you return to
Yes, I do. I
to the
will. I will.
land of the rolling living
The
things.
land of the roll.
The land of the rolling. Edward, you rolled a natural one, so you rolled a 3.
Hero point.
Okay. I just want to point out that Brom rolled a 9.
Okay. Okay.
It's good.
Yeah, it's better than a natural one.
The 3 turned into an 11.
Well,
Nice.
Nice.
9/11.
All right. So you start snaking your way towards this this location, and once you get to the window, you see that seems to be there is a light, there is a candle that is lit on top of a table, but you don't see any people inside.
I bet there's some sort of hat in there. They seem to like caves, bro.
yeah, there's always a secret.
Roll a perception if you're trying to look for any hatch or anything.
Okay. Okay.
Uh, do you want me to roll, Edward?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yes. Do it.
Okay. So that is an 11 that you rolled. Um, you look inside and you don't really see any hatches. You do see there is a metallic disc in the center of this room. It has some tables. It does have a bed. Has a hearth, and in the center of the shack there is a metallic disc with some inscriptions on it.
Not creepy at all. Okay. Can I kick the door open now, bro? Do you
Sure.
think we're
I
ready?
mean, no one inside, so
Yeah.
should be okay.
All right.
Okay. I
What
kick
could
the
go wrong,
door open.
right?
You
Nothing could go wrong.
walk over to the door and you rise up your foot, and I'm gonna roll for strength just to see how strong you kick the door. Your strong levels. Your strong levels was a 7. So you kick the door and the door doesn't budge.
I
Okay.
check if the door is unlocked, like I
Okay.
open it.
You go to check if the door is unlocked, and it is indeed locked.
I attack the door.
You draw your sword and you attack the door? Okay.
Yes.
So the Great Sword of Pleasure rolls a 25. 10 damage as your great sword strikes the rather flimsy wooden door, um, and you feel it crack and break, and the door swings open.
Aha.
You go in first, huh?
Okay, bro. I will.
All right. You go in and you start walking, and suddenly, as you step 1 foot inside, a light shines underneath you, and this light quickly forms a rather elaborate sigil. As Brom, you look down and you identify this because you have this very same spell.
They stole our idea, Edward.
As the glyph
Whoa.
of warding activates, and both of you have to roll dexterity saving throws as the glyph explodes with tremendous force. roll for Edward. Edward, you rolled a 12. So that's a fail. Brom, you pass. This is a lightning damage that it does. Lightning damage, sorry, thunder damage. It's an explosion of just pure concussive energy. Tries to blow you apart. All right, so both of you take a total of 22 damage. Brom, you take half. As Edward, you are at half HP.
Yeah, I use 10 of the healing pool I have.
First of all, let me
I'll take it
explain.
out. Yeah.
How about I explain what happens first?
Oh, okay, sorry.
There is this explosion of thundering sound that echoes throughout this the hill and the forest, and the house, the shack, is completely torn apart. There it is. The walls or have fallen down. The door is several feet away. The everything inside seems to have been thrown in every direction, as the shack is no more. And as you stand up from that explosion, you look around and you do see that the metallic disc in the center is still there.
Well, so much for going unnoticed, huh?
I was about to ask you before we entered to use that spell, but I was afraid it would make too much noise. But you know.
But if the spell, the trap was on the floor, we would fall on
Yeah,
it.
we would. We would, but you know, it's kind of funny because I was worried about the noise, and
here we are making a
here we are.
noise.
Alright.
We should inspect that. Anyways.
Yeah, let me just
yourself
take
10
this.
HP, right?
Yes, I give myself 10 HP. I'll take it when I go to the PC. Don't worry.
I did it.
Okay.
You're at 41 HP out of 67. All right. So
Sounds good.
what do you do?
I have a theory, Brom. I think this disc is some sort of portal, and I want to try throw a rock at it. But I'm afraid that if I throw a rock at it, it will go to the other side of the portal and alert whoever is there. But again, we did make a thundering sound.
Well, if they had this spell, maybe they even had something else to alarm them in case someone breached in, even being in a different dimension or whatever that is.
That could be the case as well, yes. So let's just double down and I throw a rock.
Okay.
Are we okay with the rock?
Sure, do your thing.
Okay, I grab a rock from the debris and I throw it at the...
Okay, you take the rock from the debris. I'm just gonna say a piece of wood then, and you...
Yes,
and you chuck it at the disc. It lands. Doesn't seem to react.
I wanna go inspect it, like check the runes, see if I recognize anything that might tell me what it does.
Okay, roll an Arcana. 17. Okay. This seems to be a magical device of sorts. Seems to be planted into the ground. You get the sense that it might be some conjuration magic, probably, from the what's written from the runes, and you get the sense that it might need magic to be activated. Magic might be needed to you might need to pour in magic in order for it to activate.
So, what do you make of it, Brom?
Well, it's something magical. Not really sure how it works or what it does. But, probably using magic on it will activate it or something.
Okay. Would my magic work?
I don't know. Like I said, I don't know how it works.
All right. Um, um,
Can I try to transfer energy, like a spell slot, something
Yep,
like that?
you can. You just have to tell me. First of all, do you stand on top of it, or
I think,
you?
yeah,
Okay. Tell me what level spell slot are you using?
is a third level slot.
You use a third level slot? Okay. So you put your hand to the disc, and you start focusing your energy as the magic swirls around you, and suddenly the glyphs light up, all of them around you, and there is a light. It's almost too much to bear, almost blinding, and suddenly you feel the ground shift under you. It's pretty much just an instant. You look down, and what was this disc is now stone. And you look behind you. You see the light. You see this open doorway, and then you look around you. You're no longer in the woods, in the hill, very clearly not. You look around you and you see darkness and a swirling purple energy. Around you is a stone pavement of sorts, but oddly enough, you see that it is just a set of stairs and a passageway, and then you see debris, and then you see a bunch of rocks floating around you, and you hear silence, weird silence, just the absence of sound. It is very weird. You look around you and you're in a void on this floating rock, floating debris around you.
So it only transported me, or both of us.
You were the only one on top of the disc, right, Brom?
I think so, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So you're the only one that got teleported.
I stepped down from the disc in this new location.
Okay. And meanwhile, Edward, you just saw Brom just lights up the glyphs and he vanishes.
Um, okay. I'm not panicking. I'm not panicking. Why? Okay, Brom can do it. I also can. And I step on the disc, and I don't know how to pour magic, but I start. Go! Damn it! And then I remember, okay, I pour magic with my sword, and then I grab the sword and start focusing magic.
Okay. What level spell slot are you using?
Level 2.
Okay. So you start pouring the energy, and Brom, as you're stepping off this platform, you finally hear a sound behind you. And you look back, and Edward is standing there, holding the sword tipped to the ground. And you both see each other finally.
Good to see you made it.
Oh, I was scared, Ron. It's okay. Whatever this is, the both of us can. We're gonna make it.
Let's hope so.
It's weird. There's nothing here. Can you see with your eyes? I mean, you see in the dark.
What can I see? Can I see like as if it were dim light, something like that?
It seems to be dim light all around you. In this area, but then there's just this dark void and this swirling purple haze.
Well, I see something, but I have no idea where we may be.
Yeah, me neither.
With your passive perceptions, you do hear something finally, piercing through the silence, following the road, the path that leads ahead of you, and the stairs leading up. You hear some muttering, some weird chanting noises.
I think we should follow the sound.
Yeah, let's follow.
All right. You start following the sound, and as you find a set of stairs, and as you reach the top of the stairs, you finally see up ahead there is another set of stairs. First of all, immediately in front of you there is this hole in the floor, just completely pitch black, nothingness inside it. And then up ahead, you see there's this platform. There's a set of stairs, and on top of it, there's this platform with this glowing, fierce purple sphere. This large platform. And you see two individuals in white masks and the back of Tellison's head in front of this energy. I'm going to put you in the map.
There's a map, yes. Map.
Oh boy.
Wow. Wow. It's a really cool map.
Just get an idea of what the map looks like. There we go. Yeah. But yeah, this is essentially what you see. Before you see Taliesin, who seems to be in the process of doing some form of ritual, and these white masked individuals who are, well, looking directly at you as you come up the stairs, and they seem to turn back and say something to Taliesin. Do you approach?
Yes.
Should take him
I
out
mean,
while he's distracted.
He's not distracted.
yeah.
He's turning around as because they noticed you. They immediately
But he
alerted.
was doing a ritual. Did he interrupt the ritual he was doing?
He seems to have stopped what he was doing.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say you move around here.
All right.
Are you moving together or apart?
Let's sit together.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you move around here, and Taliesin turns around and he looks at you and goes, well, you're the last person I expected to find here. How
Me
did
or
you
him?
find this place?
We have our sources.
Your sources. And he wipes his mouth as he has some drool on him. Well, very clever. Very clever.
It ends here, Taliesin.
Yes,
You will die.
I suppose it does. Yeah, no place to run for the both of us. The White Maw witnesses your downfall.
The what?
It a cannibal thing. The god they worship.
Oh. Okay.
What are you doing?
Not. Charging.
Roll initiative then. No Owen. Enemies. And the hell is that? He gets his own initiative.
Yeah.
Let's see. Well, first of all, let me give you some epic music. I like this one. Alright, so Talison's initiative would be shit, okay. And their initiative is even worse. That's wonderful. Okay. Edward, your initiative is even worse. Okay, I just noticed.
It is.
Alright. Brom. You go
I'm
first
going-
as you see Edward get ready to attack.
Yes, I'll use my action to cast Mage Armor on myself, and my bonus action to inspire Edward.
Okay, so this energy shield forms around you. As you do notice, this energy shield, as you cast it, it looks darker, and you do feel some kind of dread coming from this energy that you yourself conjured. But it does trigger. Is that all you do?
Alright.
Okay. Talison's turn, as he looks upon you with a big smile on his face. And then you see him cast Dimension Door to leave. No, I'm kidding.
Come on!
Would be very annoying, wouldn't it?
Villain has that.
What?
Every villain has that.
Taliesin is the first one to have that.
Saito also teleported out, even though it's a,
True.
item.
Alright. He does cast a spell.
Wait, sorry. Remember that Davrak that we were always after?
Uh-huh.
What was his name?
Jazz?
Yeah, Jazz. Saito is the new Jazz. Because he always gets away.
Ooh. Well, let's see. You do see Taliesin. He starts casting a spell, and energy starts to form around him, crystallizing into this floating ice armor around him. That is his turn. I'm just gonna mark. Go. It's time for the masked ones. As they look at you, one of them starts casting a spell as well. And he is going to cast. Well, he's pointing his finger at Edward, and Edward, you have to do a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Can you roll now? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. That's pass. So he was trying to forcefully paralyze your body, but you managed to shrug off the effect. Congratulations. The other one also points his finger at you. Let's see. Yep. And he summons this floating knife. Oh, not here, here. As he casts a spell, this floating ethereal knife forms there, and it attacks you, trying to stab you.
Who?
The knife.
No,
Floating
stabbing
knife.
who?
Oh, the one in front of it, Edward. Sorry.
Okay.
Actually,
it's in range for both of us.
There, so
yeah, it is. Actually, yeah, it's going to attack the one with no armor. Does it have magic?
So I think.
I have magical armor.
Let's see. He rolls. Not a hit. It is not a hit. This, however, was his bonus action, so he's going to use Sacred Flame upon Brom as well.
So dexterity saving throw?
Dexterity saving throw, please. I didn't have it all. Yep. So you managed to dodge it, Brom. Edward, finally your turn.
Let me check Das movement.
Das movement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Yeah, I can move there.
Das movement, yeah. Okay, so you charge up to the guy, weapon drawn.
It's this one that's casting the spell, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I'll attack him.
Attack him then. That is a hit.
Hooray! Smite.
At what level?
First level.
– 16 damage. He winces from the pain. Ugh!
Does his smite still look normal, or is it
actually, thank you for pointing that out. Edward, when you swing with your smite, it looks more faded, as if something is disconnecting you. It's still active and it's still being used, but it looks less bright. Brighter
Okay.
than usual.
Alright, makes sense. We're in void, sucking out the light. Right? I'll attack again.
13, that is just enough to hit.
Smite again.
What level?
First level.
Okay. That's 23 points of damage. Okay. So then he is barely hanging on. He's just wobbling. The White Maw take you. Brom.
Gonna be moving here,
Okay.
and I'm gonna use Dissonant Whispers on the guy that Edward just attacked.
Okay. I'm not even gonna roll, because yeah, he even if he passes, he takes half damage, so he just dies. He did. Oh, he did.
And yeah, that's it.
Okay. So it is Talison's turn, and he looks at the one that falls and goes, the worms take him. and the worms take you as well. You actually see Taliesin is a little bit different from what you've been seeing, because he used to be very hunched forward and sickly and coughing a lot. He seems to have his back straightened more, and his voice is more capable, so to speak. But he is going to cast a spell as well, and he is going to cast... why not? He's going to cast Eldritch Blast at Braum. He fires and shoots 3 bolts of pure magical energy. One of them is a natural 20. One of them hits normally, and the final one misses.
Goodbye, Edward.
No, goodbye, Edward. You're gonna leave. You're gonna make it.
So the natural 20, you take 9 points of damage.
Oh, okay.
It's a cantrip. What do you expect?
Well, it's okay if he has like the Eldritch invocations and stuff, you know.
Well, in the second one, you take 2 points of damage.
Okay.
Okay. The other cultist gets in front of Taliesin. Oh, yes, Taliesin does take a step back towards this energy thing. The other cultist, he gets in front of Taliesin, and he is going to cast Spiritual Weapon, like his companion. However, he is going to target Edward.
My AC 17.
Your AC is 17, and that is a hit. So he deals 1d8 plus spellcasting modifier. Okay. Just give me a moment. Edward, you take 6 points of damage as this dagger stabs into you between the... Actually, it seems to phase through your armor. It is a spectral dagger. And since that was his bonus action, he is going to... screw it. He is going to attack you twice with his... Oh, no. His friend is there. He used Sacred Flame. Yeah, Sacred Flame. So roll Dexterity saving throw. Edward.
Yes. Rolling. Wait, how much damage did I take?
He did 6.
Okay. Oh, yeah, okay.
Well, that is a fail, and you take an additional... Ah, wonderful. Take an additional 3 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
Actually, necrotic damage. His Sacred Flame seems to turn necrotic. Unholy Flame.
Cool.
Edward, it is you.
I move over here.
Okay.
And attack the white masked man.
Okay.
With the great sword.
Okay.
Okay.
That is a hit.
And I will use Divine Smite.
At first level, I assume?
At first, yes. And I'm going to use a feature that I haven't used yet. But this seems really well. Which is called Inspiring Smite.
Okay.
And immediately after you deal damage to a creature with your Divine Smite, you can use your Channel Divinity as a bonus action and distribute temporary hit points to creatures of your choice within 30 feet around you.
Okay, so...
The total number of temporary hit points equals 2d8 plus your level in this class. Do you want to keep the damage of this? Okay. I'm giving you them all to Brom, by the way.
Okay. Brom, you
Okay,
gain
11.
temporary.
No, it's plus my level. You gain 18.
You get 18 temporary hit points, so don't add it to your HP. It's temporary hit points.
Yes, sir.
Good.
And I will attack the
Good
cultist
job,
again.
Edward.
Yeah, it's a cool feature.
It is a very cool feature.
That you just found out about.
No, I did. I knew it was there. I just forgot.
Everyone forgets. It's all right. 17 is also a hit. Just... Okay, 11 and a 7. Yeah, you kill this guy. Another explosion of light, and he falls to the ground. Face to face with you, finally. Face to face with you, finally, boy. Brom.
Yeah, I gonna move next to Edward and cure his wounds.
You cured his wounds.
At the 3rd level.
Nice.
Actually, it wasn't actually pretty bad rolls.
It was below average.
Yeah. Well, it was rolls.
It's something.
It was healing, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
That all you do, Brom?
Yeah.
Okay. Taliesin turns. He's sideways to Edwards, looks at the glowing sphere, goes, to the worms. The White Maw give his power. He raises his hands, and both of you see as worms start to sprout from the dead bodies of the masked men. The mask falls, and you see the worms, countless worms, eat away the flesh as they start to stand up. Second.
Wait, the worms stand up, or
the bodies stand up as the worms are eating away the flesh.
Okay. I mean, not okay, but...
Oh, I need to reveal it so everyone can see it. And you see these two corpses stand up as the worms are moving their bodies for them. Pretty nasty. That's all he does, though. But it is their turn. And as their turn, they are going to use their helmet infestation. So their hands covered in these wiggling worms swipe at both of you. Each of you gets 4 attacks. So first Brom. Your AC is what, 16 now?
Yeah.
Okay, so one of them hits. You take... let's see. Ooh, okay, so... meanwhile, do a Constitution saving throw, please. Okay, so first of all, you take 5 points of bludgeoning damage. And as the worms start wiggling into your skin, you also take an additional 9 points of necrotic damage. The temporary hit points go first, by the way.
I know.
Okay. And now for Mr. Paladin. That's one hit as well. So you take, Mr. Paladin, do a Constitution save. Oh no, you don't need to, because you're immune to diseases.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Good for you, bro. You take. I'm just gonna give you the full damage because you are. It doesn't matter what type of damage you take, but you do take some necrotic damage and some bludgeoning damage. You take a total of 22 points of damage.
Ouch.
Yeah. I rolled almost max damage, so yeah. Edward, what are you doing?
I'm attacking Taliesin twice.
Okay. Attack Taliesin twice then.
Smite at second level. If it hits.
Oh yeah, no, that hits. Let's see.
Sorry. And second attack.
Give me a second before you roll the second attack.
Okay.
So, because remember, he did cast a spell before.
That frosty armor thing?
Yeah, the frosty armor thing. So, you deal, that's 26, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so, first of all, you did completely destroy the armor, but that is all you did. You just destroyed the armor. You barely nicked him. However, once you hit the armor, the damage recoiled. You take, if a creature hits you with a melee attack while you have these hit points, the creature takes, okay, when you cast the spell at a higher level. Oh, cool! You take 26 points of damage. 25 points of damage, Edward.
25.
Yes.
I'm out.
So the ice explodes as you just hear Taliesin. Foolish boy. Foolish boy. Brom.
Cured wounds on Edward at third level.
Okay.
Does he lose inspiration when he goes down?
No.
Because he's still mad. He keeps it.
Okay.
Yeah, he keeps it.
And can he use it on the death rolls? No.
He can use inspiration on any d20 roll, so yes.
Oh, you can. Alright.
Actually, no. It's on. Yeah, but it's a saving throw, so you can. Alright, so you heal for 21. So you go back to what you had.
Exactly.
Actually, you know what? I'm actually gonna say it. Edward, as you are about to fall, Brom puts his hand on your back and you don't even fall. You just get back to you steady yourself on your feet.
I look at Brom. I nod.
I wink.
The lewd hand holding.
Yes. However,
And
it
that's
is unfortunately Taliesin's turn. And he goes, persistent boy. And he is casting a spell. He's going to cast. Ooh. Yeah, he's going to cast this. He's going to make a melee spell attack at Edward. Let's see.
Open wounds. Not open wounds.
Inflict wounds.
Inflict wound.
Similar. I'm actually going to tell you, it's Vampiric Touch.
Oh, that one's very cool.
Yes, at a 5th level.
At a 5th level. That's even cooler.
5 times cooler.
Oh, well, the damage isn't that great actually. You take 19 points of necrotic damage.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, as this necrotic damage starts to afflict you, you feel your energy being sucked out of you and into Tellison's hand. You were always a hothead, Edward, and now it will be your downfall because you thought Henry was the real threat. It is the other guys' turn, as they actually turn towards Brom, and each of them is making an attack against the dwarf. And the dwarf. The dwarf. Ooh, okay, so first guy misses with a 6 and a 7. The second guy hits with just one of the attacks. Okay, not bad. You take 6 points of bludgeoning damage plus 10 points of necrotic damage.
All right.
No, Lil, not alright.
Oof, alright. Okay, not alright, yes. Ooh. So, it is Edward's turn. Edward, what are you doing to Taliesin, who is still standing proud? You can't win this, boy.
Edward, try the orb.
The orb. Whoops.
Yeah, just jump into it.
Into the orb. Not that into the... Yeah, and I smack the orb.
Okay, so you swing at the orb. Roll an attack. Okay, you swing at the orb and you're hit.
You have inspiration.
You have inspiration.
I have inspiration, yes. Yes, I'll use inspiration.
Yes, alright.
Sorry, I keep forgetting.
It's fine. So that's 14, alright. So you were about to weaken your blow, but you steel yourself, remembering Brom's words of inspiration, and you strike the orb with all your might. Roll damage. Are you using Divine Smite?
I'm sorry, there's a friend of mine, he's watching but he's not writing in chat, he's messaging me, and he said, "No, Phil, it's a trap."
Well, your friend might be tuning in to you dying, just want to point that out.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so 6 damage. Are you using Divine Smite or not?
I would, but but yeah, you know.
Oh, okay. Well, do you want to attack again? It did crack.
Yes, I have a second attack.
You have a second attack.
Okay,
That
that's
is a
a
hit.
solid hit.
Alright, that is enough. That is just enough that you needed. The orb cracks and trembles. And it starts going dark as Edward, you look into it as it starts to vanish. And you hear Taliesin, "No! No!" And you look into it. And what you see on the other side is a white, emotionless face. joined by another white emotionless face shifting around. And as the orb starts to crack more, you see more white emotionless faces. All seem to be connected by these long tendrils. And then you do start to see a gaping maw, a wide maw, where all these tongue-like tendrils ending in faces seem to come out of. And as the faces start to shift, each emotionless face opens its mouth to reveal sharp fangs. The orb cracks, and the images vanish. And at this moment, you see these worm-covered bodies crumble to the ground. Brom.
Nice call, Brom.
I approach Edward and I heal him again with a Cure Wounds at 2nd level.
Alright. Also, welcome Aferian.
And after that, I inspire him.
And after that, you inspire him. Okay. Very important. Very important. Brom, Edward, you heal for 13.
Nice. Thank you.
You proud of that, son?
I'm proud of Brom.
Aww.
I'm very proud of Brom.
Come on, do your part now.
But unfortunately, it is Talison's part to do now. Thing. Yes. On Talison's turn, he growls at you, and first of all, I forgot this last turn, but I want both of you to roll wisdom saving throws.
9/11.
You have a +2.
Okay, 11/11.
11.
Okay.
You can use your inspiration if you want, so keep that in mind.
Both of you.
I think, yeah, okay, I'll use inspiration. Good call.
Okay, use
Damn it,
inspiration.
okay.
So,
Because it's like, even if you fail, you keep it, so...
Yep.
Yeah.
So both of you, as you stand close to Taliesin, he focuses on you, and you start hearing countless... you start hearing this sound of wiggling worms inside your heads, and it's maddening, and you scream as it just hurts. Both of you take 7 points of psychic damage just from being next to Taliesin. And now Taliesin is turning towards you and angrily raising his hand. You will perish here, as he's using Shocking Grasp on Edward.
Smart move.
His hand turns to lightning, as the target is also wearing metal, so he's going to get advantage. And he rolled, I shit you not, a natural 1 and a natural 3. Fuck advantage. Sorry, just annoys me when this happens. That's his turn.
I know.
Yeah, that's his turn. So, Edward, what do you do?
I will give 20 heal to Brom.
Okay, so you touch Brom's shoulder and you transfer your healing energies into him. As you lay on hands, you do the lewd hand holding. But you do realize something. Brom, you don't heal.
Your magic has no power here.
You've healed Edward, but
Yeah,
you
probably gods are blocked or something.
actually you
God
do
blocked.
feel something, Brom. Under your skin, you still feel the worms wiggling.
Oh. Oh.
Brom, what is your turn?
Well, I'm gonna be healing Edward.
Okay. Ooh, 16. Edward, you heal for 16.
Okay. I'll make you proud, bro. Won't let you die.
Is that all you do, Brom?
Oh, I inspired him with bonus action.
He
I
still has
already have.
inspiration because he
Yeah.
failed the
Oh yeah,
inspiration
you
last
failed.
turn.
Okay, that's it.
Okay. Now here's the thing. At the start of Talison's turn, both of you have to roll wisdom saving throws. Because you're next to Talison.
I'm gonna use my hero points.
You use that hero point.
Hey, it's better.
Wow, a 7 and an 8.
Really?
What?
Really?
What? What?
Really? Holy
Okay.
crap. Okay.
No. Unholy crap.
Unholy crap. Brom. Well, Edward and Brom. Edward, you do have inspiration if you want to use it. Just want to point that out. Edward?
Yes, I do. Yeah. No. I just, I said I had inspiration and I immediately forgot I had inspiration.
Yes, you immediately
Okay.
forgot you had inspiration.
That's
That is
a
still a
12.
fail, though. Okay.
Yeah.
Close, but no cigar. You both take 8 points of damage. Psychic damage. Brom, you start bleeding from your eyes and ears as you fall. And
Yes.
Taliesin looks at you, Edward. Your friend went first. Would you care to join him, boy? He's gonna do Shocking Grasp again. Because he's a warlock. Ooh, that is a hit.
Warlock, swimming in the void.
Causing a commotion because they are so awesome. You take 10 points of lightning damage as the crackling energy flows through your body. And you go, persistent. One more should do the trick. Edward,
He does have a point.
you are hurt. Brom is dying. And it is your turn.
I attack him twice.
You attack him twice. Yes, res him.
Yeah. That would be good. Okay, is that a hit? That's it. That would hit the thoracic.
That is definitely a hit. Yes.
Okay.
11 damage. All right.
And
you hit
second
him
attack.
And you cut through his shield. And, that's it, boy. Cut deeper. I taught you better. That is sadly not a hit.
Okay, I
Unless
can't
you
use
use
inspiration after knowing that.
No, you can.
I can.
Fuck it. I don't
Okay.
care. That is a hit. Yes. Alright. You cut him deep and his old and frail body does wobble quite a fair bit, but Taliesin is still up, and Taliesin is still capable. Brom, keep in mind you have 2 wounds.
That means that when I got down, I get 3, or it's only after I failed the saving throw now?
When you go down, if you stabilize, you'll have 3 wounds. Right now, the DC is 13. Okay, so the DC is now 12. You need to get it to 10. So you need to succeed on the 11. Okay?
Yes.
Okay, so you are stable. Taliesin's turn. To the void with you, boy.
Wait, don't I need to roll the?
Oh yes,
saving
no,
throw?
you need to roll first the wisdom saving throw. You pass, so you take no damage from the whispers.
Good.
But
Good,
now
good,
he
good.
says, "To the void with you, boy." He literally attempts to chuck you into the void as he casts telekinesis, like he did the first time you fought. I want you.
So it's
It
a
is
strength.
a contested strength check. So you make a strength check, and he makes
A spell.
A spell casting
A
check.
spell casting, yes. So you use his ability and you use your ability. All right. You want to use the
what? There's nothing.
you don't have inspiration anymore?
I don't have
No.
inspiration. I don't have a point. There's nothing.
Okay.
He used it on the last attack. Yeah.
So Edward, he points his hand at you, almost in a gripping motion. He wraps his fingers around you. Well, he doesn't touch you, but you do feel his fingers wrap around you like a gigantic hand. And he pulls you closer. Such a shame. But the White Maw, it will welcome your sacrifice. As he chucks you out of this stone floor into the dark void. Edward, as you start floating away, falling even though it seems like there's no gravity. Is there anything you do?
I want to throw my sword at him.
Alright. I'll allow it, of course. Just roll an attack.
I think it's very cinematic.
Yes, just roll an attack. That is just enough to hit.
Wow.
That is exactly his AC. Your sword flies towards him, driving into his shoulder. As he grabs it, he looks at you. There is blood coming out of his mouth, but he's smiling as you vanish further and further away into the void. And that's where we're gonna end the session.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah. So
Sorry. I'm afraid he's saying to flip him off.
Then
Yeah.
that's essentially what you usually do.
I mean,
It is. It
yeah,
is.
yeah.
But it wasn't this time.
Yeah.
No, we took the high road this time.
Well, you win some fights, you lose some fights.
But wait, he made it?
Yeah.
That last attack didn't kill him?
Nope.
I mean, he was smiling, so.
Oh. Okay. Oh, damn it. No, not okay.
And, well, that's it.
It is.
Sorry, I don't know how to finish with a party wipe. So, looks like we're beginning a new campaign.
No,
Next,
not a new campaign. I mean, same setting.
same setting,
Yeah.
but new
Yeah, just
campaign
a
as
different
in
story.
new characters.
Yeah.
But Telia Quest 22.
Probably gonna name something else. Or
Yeah,
Okay.
because
Talia
it's not
Quest
good
Season
story.
2.
Oh.
The return of the something.
Something. You guys won,
No.
right? No. No.
Well,
No.
Edward's not dead. It's just lost in the infinite void.
Yes, and
Forever.
Brom is being infested by
Worms.
worms, and Edward was thrown into the dark endless void. So, not great, I would say.
No. Not great, no.
I'm sorry, guys. You know I
No,
don't
I mean,
like
Yeah,
killing.
but
yeah,
like
yeah.
at least now the viewers can follow the story from the beginning because
Yeah,
you know
I
this arc,
suppose.
yeah, was only streamed halfway.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I
yeah,
suppose that's true. That is very true. So, Talia Quest Season 2 will begin, I suppose, next week or the week after, depending on what you guys want to do.
Next week.
Yes,
Tomorrow.
I want
Right
tomorrow.
now.
tomorrow,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Yes, I can prepare a whole first session while also preparing the second session of the other campaign in
Why
just,
prepare?
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
you can just improvise.
yeah, I can. I could. I don't wanna.
No. No. I don't want to improvise a new character right now.
Wow. Well, I am truly deeply sorry for your loss. That is no joke.
Yeah, this party was good.
This
I
party was
liked it.
very good. This party was very good.
We were world building a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, you were world building, we were discovering.
we were making him build the world.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I will be honest. You helped me world build a lot by exploring as you did. Yeah, and doesn't help that it's just you two. However, you do still. I'm still gonna give you the hero points and the healing search in the next campaign because it's just two.
Hmm.
The
Yeah,
other the other group does not get healing search. This is it's
they
something
are.
just for you.
Well, therefore, so
They're
They're four
four.
people, yeah.
Yeah, they're four people. However,
That's the standard.
yeah. Well, it is what it is, guys. I am sorry it happened, but I can't really go against the dice. Sorry. Um,
Yeah.
I can tell you how much HP he had, but I don't know if you want to know.
No,
we might
tell me.
find him in the next campaign. Like who knows?
Possibly. Well, he is still
Oh,
alive, so
Yeah,
yeah.
and yeah,
maybe we slow down his plan by breaking the orb or something.
possibly.
But yeah,
You don't know the ramifications of what you did, but you do know that you were a thorn in his side. Also, Saito is somewhere out there, so
He is.
yeah, yeah,
Man, he was so cool. I really like them.
yeah.
I really, really like them.
Well,
I wish he was our friend. I seriously do.
well, That's always nice to hear that you like a character. But
I do like him.
well, either way, thank you so very much for the session, and thank you so very much for Marfirian. És gajo muito fixe por estar aqui.
Yes.
Thank you so very much to Dusk. I think you're still around. I don't know if you're listening, but thank you for sticking around, and thank you to everyone else that is currently on chat, even if you are lurking. Thank you so much. This is the end of season 1 of Talia Quest. Next week, we're going to have season 2 with new characters, starting out at level 7. Yes, no level
Yeah,
up for you.
which is where we left off.
Yes, but
Exactly.
it's
No reward for
still,
fail.
yeah, no reward for failing. Tuesday, yeah, Tuesday at 9 p.m. GMT, I'm gonna have is gonna be Talia Misfits, the other campaign. For they're not new players, they have some experience, but it's the first time I'm DMing for them. This is going to be the second session, and they're fun guys as well. So tune in to um, that stream as well, please. Drop a follow if you like what you saw and you want to see it again and get notifications. Also, I want to shout out Spiral Proxy, my player here, who is starting out streaming as well.
Are you gonna stream Spyro?
Maybe.
You should, yes.
I have it.
I would shout out Greymane, but she doesn't stream, as far as I know. Um, I'm going to shout out her amazing RPing abilities. Yeah.
Well, this was an RP character, so next one, you know what it's going to.
Sure.
It's gonna be Kenshin. Please make it Kenshin.
It's going to be another RP character, only stronger, I suppose. I don't know. You do whatever you wish to do, whatever you're going to have fun with. But yeah, that's it. I am going to find someone to raid, which, let's see. East is playing Kenshi, which I know it's not a cup of tea for many. I think I'm gonna. There is a friend of mine, Arbimo, who is playing Valorant. I've seen Valorant for a little bit. It's kind of fun. Kind of Counter Strike meets Overwatch.
League of Legends.
What?
Or Overwatch, yeah.
Yeah. No, it's just Counter Strike with champions with abilities and stuff.
Yeah. So
that's Overwatch.
Let's rate him. I've never rated him, and Arbimo is quite the cool person. So yeah, thank you so much for sticking around, and thank you to my players. Love you guys very much, and season 2 next week. Bye.
Stay tuned.